If your self-inquiry feels like thinking, you're doing something completely different from what Ramana taught. Most people believe self-inquiry means asking, "Who am I?" again and again in their head. But thinking is exactly what self-inquiry is meant to dissolve. This misunderstanding is the reason so many people get stuck, frustrated, or exhausted with Ramana's teaching. They turn self-inquiry into mental effort. Ramana pointed in the opposite direction. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They turn self-inquiry into repeating, "Who am I?" like a mantra, analyzing answers, trying to think their way to the self. Picture the mind chasing one thought after another, like tabs endlessly opening in a browser. It feels spiritual, it feels active, but it's still just the mind talking to itself. And Ramana said very clearly, the mind cannot find the self. Thinking is an object. Thoughts appear, change and disappear like clouds drifting across the sky. The self is the subject, the sky itself, what notices thoughts. An object can never know the subject. So when you try to reach the self by thinking, you are using the very thing that hides it. This is critical. Ramana did not teach endless questioning. He taught attention. The question, "Who am I?" was only a tool used when attention got lost in thought. His actual instruction was simple. When a thought arises, ask, "To whom does this thought appear?" The answer is obvious, to me. Then, instead of continuing to think, turn attention back toward the sense of I itself. No analysis, no verbal answer, just attention. Let's make this concrete. You're replaying an argument in your head, running through what you should have said. Normally, you'd stay lost in that loop for a long time. Instead, you pause and ask, "To whom is this happening?" Suddenly, attention shifts from the content of thought to the one who is aware of it. That simple turn is self-inquiry. Real self-inquiry feels very different from thinking. It feels like a pause, a quiet turning inward, resting as the sense of I am before words arise. Thoughts may still appear, but you don't follow them. You're not trying to stop thinking. You're simply not feeding thought with attention. This is why Ramana often said that silence is the highest teaching. Here's a simple test. If your self-inquiry feels tiring, forced, or mentally heavy, you are thinking too much. True self-inquiry is subtle. It feels more like releasing than grasping, more like not doing than doing. Effort is needed only to stop wandering into thought. Self-inquiry is not a sitting practice only. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, frustration rising in your chest. Instead of analyzing why you're annoyed, gently ask, "To whom is this happening?" Then rest as the awareness that notices the frustration. The emotion may remain, but you are no longer lost inside it. That is inquiry in action. Turn attention back to what is already aware and rest there. This video is part of the Ramana Maharshi Practical Self-Inquiry playlist. If you want to go deeper, watch the next video on how self-inquiry turns into mental loops and how to stop that from happening. dailyselfwisdom.com